What Allah wants, nobody can dispute it. So it's a shocking movement, especially starting 2026 with this story. But what do? So we put ourselves together and pray to Allah to at least forgive his soul and then accept him into his bosom. And we also come together and make sure that we protect the rest. So it's a very bad news. We didn't start the year very well, but there's nothing we can do at this moment. So we have to console the family and then the wife and everybody. And so,
What is your fondest memory of the late Honorable?
he is the caucus chairperson, and I remember even when we were rising, he came to my office to discuss issues about his caucus with me, and he was the last person who left my office. And I said, Honorable, I know you can leave so that I handle it. I said, no, let everybody leave so that I have some discussion with you. And privately, we had our discussions. Nobody knew that that was the last moment he was going to talk to me. So let's take it as it is. It's very painful, but we can't change the story.
Lastly, before I let you go, you have been here quite early. How did you hear of the news?
I was called by Majority Leader Honorable Ayariga that we've lost Honorable Naser. So Richard, organize your men, rush to the place. So I have to be calling Honorable Jaja, and he was also busy. The phone even wasn't closer to him. But we got other colleagues, and then we were talking to each other. That's why I have to rush and see things for myself. It's not like hearsay, so that I can also confirm. Many of the media houses were calling to confirm the story. But since my leader called, I had the opportunity to also confirm to them that indeed what we are hearing is true. So my leader gave me the information.
Honorable, just a quick one. I'm sure you've been meeting the family so far. What's the arrangement?
The Honorable Jaja can speak to the arrangement, but he's very close to the family. But I'm told tomorrow the burial will take place. But he can speak to those issues.
Let me start with how work has been with your colleague. How has work been?
Okay, thank you very much. As Muslims, when issue of such calamity befalls on you, we say Inna Lillah wa Inna Ilayhi Raji'un. Inna Lillah wa Inna Ilayhi Raji'un. To which we all came from God, and to Him shall we all return. So, as Muslims, we know definitely one day we'll go back to our Maker. So we came from Him, and to Him we shall all return. So indeed, what you have heard is true. At around 11 a.m. this morning, my senior brother, senior colleague, is the MP for Ayawaso East. I'm the MP for Ayawaso North. We heard of the sudden news, and I had to rush in here with my wife, only to realize it's only the wife that is home. So I left my wife here, rushed to Kolebu. Through the intervention of His Excellency the President, we were able to fast track the process to get the body. As we're speaking now, we have brought the body home. But as customs demands, God willing, tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, the prayer will be observed on him at the Kanda Highway, where his office is, his constituency office is, just on the Kanda Highway. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, His Eminence, the National Chief Imam, will lead the Janaiza prayer for him. From there, we will take him to Medina Cemetery. So that is the first phase of the program, after which or before the prayer tomorrow, we will announce the program as it will unfold. Maybe 3 days Adua, and then maybe probably the final one, 7th day. But the family will sit. But for now, the family, together with all of us, have agreed tomorrow, 10 a.m. on the Kanda Highway, we will observe the prayers, and then we will take him to the cemetery. Yeah.
What void does his passing leave?
In fact, truth be told, he entered Parliament in 2012 or 2013. Then I came a year after him. The constituency used to be one until 2012, when it was splitted or divided into two. He took the Ayawaso East, and then our predecessor, today he's also not alive, Major retired Dr. Mustafa Ahmed, may his soul rest in peace, also continued with Ayawaso North. So McNader went into Parliament, and in fact, within his first term in Parliament, 2013 to 2016, he did a lot that inspired some of us to also campaign to get to Parliament in the year 2017. Yeah. So our senior colleague, Honorable Mark, he brought this term Operation Cement Your Lungu, where lungus are corners. If for those of you who are familiar with our communities, Operation Cement Your Lungu, they are corners. He brought that exercise, Operation Cement Your Lungu, get sand, get cement, call the community, come out, let's cement our corners. And we all took emulate from him and cemented most of our communities. And again, he's done a lot. As for his achievements, even it used to be one constituency, so I can say that is my constituency as well. If you go to the Nima station now, asphalted and a whole lot of work. Nima Government Hospital did a lot, and you countless. If you want to talk about his achievement, he has done a lot. So whoever will be taking over from him, I think he's left a very big mark. The person must be ever ready to be able to close what he has done, and that is where we are now.
Honorable, how are his wife and children doing in the last few months?
As you can see here, currently the body is in there. The wife is also there with family and friends, trying to console her. For us, we all know she's not taking it lightly, and it's not easy. For those of us even who are his younger brothers, it's not easy for us, let alone the wife. So it's not easy. That's why she's been surrounded with family members, friends. They are talking to her, consoling her. And as Muslim, as I said, to him we came from, and to him shall we all return. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So that was Honorable Yusuf Jaja, MP for Ayawaso North. And so if you just joined us, currently happening on the 4th day of January is a sad news coming in that the MP for Ayawaso East has passed on. And so we are currently at his residence at Spintex, where his body has been brought. The unfortunate incident happened today at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Reports indicate that he passed on after a short illness. And so if you see in your shorts, individuals and sympathizers visiting his home to sympathize with the family. And we have engaged several MPs who have defined the kind of work and the service he offered to the country. And it is also worth mentioning that the final funeral rites, as Muslim customs and tradition demands, will be held, God willing, tomorrow at 10 a.m. So that is the next in line in terms of the funeral rites according to Muslim customs and demands. I would want to gauge the mood of some constituents as well. The person we are speaking of was an MP, and so definitely they would have some thoughts to share as well, as they have lost their MP. Yes. I would want to engage her as well, and then yes, he is your daddy, and you have been in the constituency as well. Would you want to eulogize him by giving out some of the works in the constituency that you think is really going to affect the residents?
My name is Mama Ruki. I'm the constituency woman organizer. He's my MP 4 times in office. My MP is humble. My MP is very, very good in terms of work. When you are talking to him, he put his head down. When he raised his head, then he said, "That's all. You do it for you." I can't talk plenty about my MP because in 4 times in office since '96, when you come to Nima, raining time, you can't walk in Nima. But my MP turned Nima like Dubai. He do his best. Wow. We are praying God will give him Jannat Firdaus, but we'll miss our MP. We pray that he's in Jannat Firdaus. Thank you.
Name again?
My name is Mama Ruki. Ayawaso is one organizer.
That was Mama Naser, Ayawaso East Women's Organizer for the NDC, giving out some information and also eulogizing the MP who has passed on. We would want to engage some more persons here. Hello, sir. Greetings. How has it been for you, especially in terms of the kind of work you used to do with the late MP?
It's been devastating. It's something that all of us didn't comprehend it will happen. But like we said in the Islamic parlance, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. To Allah we came from and to Him we shall return. Mahama Naser was a good brother. He was very hardworking. He was compassionate. He had the people of his community at heart. I've been with him for so long and I know the kind of things he does for the ordinary person. And so hearing this news today for me was shocking. But then we give condolence to his wife and kids and to the people of East Ayawaso and to our Zongo communities as well. The NDC has lost, I would say, a towering figure. And then we use this occasion to mourn him and to ask for Allah to grant him Jannah. May Allah forgive him and may Allah reward him with the highest, like we said, in Jannah. So it's very devastating. It's an irreparable loss to all of us. But then we are standing firm and resolute to take the shock. But then as it's been announced, by tomorrow we'll have the prayers for him, the Janaiza prayers, and then we'll come back and then see what we can do. But then he has started so many lives, and that is one thing we'll remember him from. A fond memory of him is the fact that he continues to be there for the ordinary person, the poor, the vulnerable. And we ask Allah to reward him with such good gestures.
How do we fill such a void?
It's a difficult one. It's just like losing a wife or a husband. You can imagine exactly what you have to go through. It's going to be difficult. But I know with the tenacity and purpose, the party would outline the process very soon. But then I would just want to encourage each and every one of us to be very, very calm. Let's not raise tensions or emotions. Let's mourn him for now. He's been there for us. And so I would want that each and every one of us to respect the dead. We give him, we pray, we continue to pour or pray for him. That is all that he needs. And then we'll see what Allah will do in our lives. But I think that it's a big, big void that is been left out there, and then filling it will be very difficult. But then Allah will do it for us, inshallah.
Thank you so much. We know that you are the former Maslok CEO, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm former Maslok CEO and now Deputy Managing Director for Tamara Refinery. Yeah, and so...
Right. Thank you so much. So that is the Honorable we just spoke to, giving us information on what the family has said, and so that is what has been happening currently at the home of the late MP Mahama Naser Toure, MP for Ayawaso East, and that is what has been happening. So the information is that, God willing, tomorrow the funeral service and prayers will be held, and according to Muslim traditions, it's called Janaza, will be held tomorrow at 10 a.m. And information also is that the national chief imam will also be present to offer word of prayer, after which the body will be buried. And so that is what has been happening, and all the individuals we have spoken to here have described the man as a very effective and hard-working MP. We spoke to some of the constituents as well, who have said that his passing is going to leave an emptiness or void in the constituency, which will be quite difficult to be filled, because of course no two persons are the same. We also earlier engaged Ernest Adomako Kisi, who is also a member of Parliament in the Okaikwe South constituency, who also eulogized the dead MP, because he has been working with him. And when we asked about how he heard of the news, he even indicated that they had a couple of meetings a few days ago, and so it's quite shocking that 4th January comes and this is what has happened. And so indeed, 2026 came quite early, starting with this devastating news. I mean, the political aspect conversation of his passing will be held in due course in terms of by-elections and all of that will be held. But for now, the main focus is on his passing, how the family, friends and sympathizers take it, as well as the funeral and burial service for him. Let's try and speak to some more constituents, because they have been in the constituency and seen his works, and they will be able to tell better stories of how it has been for Hajia. Good afternoon. You are in his constituency, right?
Yes.
Yes. How will you describe his work in the constituency?
It's English.
You won't say English, but obey me aka. Okay, member sister we ho. Mommy na mpacho yete say bibia boko. Na adom say wo the constituency nemu. Na first of all, saying na wo sifa say news no na wo te no den na ye wo na omo friend say constituency mu ho no. Wo hwe ni ndwuma yo ni ade a wo ho ne say.
Assalamu alaikum. Maknaza dear, or your MP Papa Maya constituency, because Mitsi no, Namakikim pa, Makikim we feel only Namobia sorry, Obiada. When we say we are body Obiada, Obia sorry, depend on me see MP, Obia sonity, because you are sure you're a good MP, or a good MP, Emma East Ayawaso. You can say a good MP. But if you know Maknaza, you Obia. Nti Easter Ayawaso ya sure ade kese pa because ni wo no eyeye nyina ya because oya papa ma obia oya father ema obia.
Nti wone ne edi nkita ho da na when was the last time wone ne di nkita ho obekae?
Last time I met home Maknaza na obeye we run about so on bekasi so honum nti nyina ye kota na chi. Last time I met home no just to say 1 month ago I met home no
First MP.
Your friend Fadila Audu.
Fadila Audu. So that was Fadila Audu. Basically, what she just did is to share her experiences, fond memories of her interactions with the late MP, Honorable Mahama Naser Toure, who has unfortunately passed on today, the 4th day of January 2026. And she is basically touting his achievements in the constituency, as well as sharing some fond memories. Let's try. I go Pacho Bibia Boko. Met me wedding kitan kakra. Okay. Pacho met me obi wedding kitan kakra. Me be say me bisa mo say na edwuma ye e wo constituency mu ni ade mo hu na sen.
Oye edwuma wo constituency. Oye edwuma wo constituency. Oye Japama nyina wo constituency o Japa. Odwin nipa ho owo nipa ho adaje nso nti ewia na me so meti news no ha me but nyame don sen ye be ne den ye mpa bo nyina ne se nyame fa ne kra nsi yi
nyame fa ne kra nsi yi na ye fro sen
acho efre me gifti mawina kuma
gifti mawula so okay mawina kuma so gifti mawina kuma is who we just spoke to as well, also sharing her fond memories of the late MPs. And when we arrived here early on, we saw a couple of MPs who were here and to also sympathize with the family, and we had interactions with most of them. We also saw the Deputy Interior Minister Joshua Taylor Labi here as well, and we have seen a couple of dignitaries also here. But as we speak now, if you just joined us, this is the family home, or this is his home, his residence. And so immediately the unfortunate incident happened at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. His body was brought here. And so that is what is happening in there. We have seen another individual here who is here to share fond memories that he has with the MP.
I was called by my board chairman, Ashimo, on Sankofa board, but I knew he was sick. His wife is on our board, so I knew he was sick. And we've been talking about him, me and his wife, just to see how he was doing. So it's come as a shock that he's gone. We didn't expect it because he was getting better. The last time I spoke to Hajia, he was getting better. So it's a shock.
So what's your fondest memory with him?
I didn't really know him that well. I just knew him in Parliament. So I didn't have a relationship with him. I have a relationship more with Hajia because she's on the board of Sankofa. Yes, but it's sad. Another by-election, right? But anyway, in the Muslims, they bury tomorrow, right?
Yes, please.
So I guess that's what's going to happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So that was Kwame Jantua we just engaged there, and he has also expressed the person as quite shocking, as many have described it, and so that is what has been here. Thousands of sympathizing messages coming in, and individuals here. But if you just joined us, we are currently at Spintex, the residence of the late Ayawaso is the MP, Mahama Naser Toure, who has passed on, and it has been confirmed that he passed on at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital after a short illness, and his body is currently here at his residence, and the wife, family, and friends are currently in the room. And so let me go back into the studio where my senior colleague Umaru Sanda Amadou is currently present. And so this has been a report from the residents of the late NDC MP Mahama Naser Toure, who passed on right here at Spintex.
So much, Samuel Akom, reporting for us from the residence of the late Mohamed Toure Nasser, now the Member of Parliament for Ayawaso East, which has Nima as one of the major townships in there. He passed away today at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And as Muslims, we say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. It is God who gives. It is He who has taken condolences to the family, to the wife, and the 2 children he left behind. The Honorable Toure has been MP representing the people of Ayawaso East since 2012. And he has been playing various roles in this particular parliament. He's a member of the National Democratic Congress. And you've heard his colleague for Ayawaso North there say that he's credited for the project to tar the communities of Nima, the Lungu Lungu, or cement the Lungu Lungu projects, as they called it in the Nima area. And there's something you would have noticed, that there isn't a lot of wailing and a lot of crying in the household as you're watching. And that is because as Muslims, we are enjoined to not cry or wail for the departed, and rather to pray for them. And if we would cry, we should cry for ourselves, because the Honorable Toure has seen his own, or the end of his life. It is up to us who have not seen our end times, who have to pray for ourselves and pray for the departed. And again, per the dictates generally, we hasten in burial when a Muslim is departed. Now, ordinarily, they should have been preparing the cemetery for burial after the body was brought home. But the body was brought home after the Asr prayers, the late afternoon prayers. And so the general doctrine is to hold on and do the burial tomorrow. And that's why you heard the announcement that the janaiza, which is the funeral rites or the prayers, would be done for him at the NDC constituency office in Ayawaso East along the Kanda Highway. That will be happening at 10 a.m. on Monday. The body will be shrouded in white cloth and placed on the floor in front of the mourners who would stand to pray. There will be no bowing whatsoever in that particular prayer that would be happening. And when the prayer is done, led by an imam, the body would then be conveyed to the cemetery, where he would be laid in the grave without a casket, and that would be the end. He has seen his end times, and as Muslims, we believe in the hereafter, we believe in the day of judgment, and it is our prayer that we meet, and there will be judgment upon all mankind, and we pray that our end times are well. Our condolences from ChannelOne TV to all the members of the National Democratic Congress, all the residents of Nima and Ayawaso East, indeed to the House of Parliament and the Republic of Ghana generally, and indeed to his wife, who is a widow now, and the 2 children that he left behind. That would be how we end our coverage of the passing of the Honorable Toure, Naser Toure, NDC Member of Parliament for Ayawaso East. Earlier, my colleague Samuel Akom reported for us from his residence at Spintex in Accra. Thank you for being with us.